And welcome back. So this particular hand is about what's known as a forcing pass situation. So what exactly is a forcing pass in bridge? So a forcing pass is where you have committed to a particular level in bridge and the opponents have come in and you have two options. You either bid on or you double them. And if you're in an auction like this, pass doesn't mean I have nothing further to say, or doesn't mean I'll let them play there. No, it means I'm passing the book back over to partner, and trying to let them decide what the best thing to do. So let's have a look at this particular hand here. So it goes one heart by south, double by west. Phenomenal hand there. You got a void and diamond. You got a great spade suit. So this is certainly worth more than a simple one spade overcall. Pass by north, two closed by east, which is just club suit. He's just bidding his longest suit. Two hearts by south. So south has clearly got 6, 7 hearts, whatever. Two spades by you. So you doubled and you bid spades. So now you've shown a really good hand with the spade suit. Four hearts by north, coming alive. Four spades by your partner. Now another good thing there is that four spades is what's known as a free bid. Okay, partner didn't have to bid four spades. They could have passed a bid, a pile of junk or whatever it is, but they voluntarily, vulnerable, bid four spades. Okay, yes, I know you got a good hand, but they still decided to bid four spades. So they have to have something to do that. You can't just wander in four spades on three rags or whatever it is. Five hearts by south. Okay, so let's have a look at the conditions here. First of all, we're vulnerable. We've voluntarily, freely bid four spades. We expect to make four spades. Four spades is 620. Okay, the opposition, south has basically got tons of hearts. The opposition certainly don't expect them to be making five hearts. They're bidding five hearts against your vulnerable four spades because they can go off free and it's still going to be a good score. Okay, so this is what's known as a forcing pass situation. Okay, so if you pass with the west hand, okay, you're not saying to partner, listen, I'm sorry, but I think we bid four spades and I think they're going to make five hearts and there's nothing I can do about it. Absolutely not. Okay. Once you bid four spades, you've got 620 in the bag. Okay. Once they bid five hearts, they're sacrificing. Okay. So your two options at this point are you bid on to five spades or you double. Okay. You can't pass. You can't pass five hearts. That's ridiculous. Okay. They go off 10 and it's still going to be a crap score. Okay. If they're making four spades. Okay. So you either double or you bid on. Okay. So double basically says I don't think we're going to make five spades. Okay, so with the west hand should not have doubles. Okay, because the more hearts that the opposition bid, the more likely it is that your partner has either a singleton or a void. Now in this auction here, I mean, if the opposition don't have 9 hearts between them, I'll be eating my hat. Okay, they clearly have at least 9 hearts between them. Okay, which means your partner has 1 or quite possibly no hearts at all. Okay, and if your partner is a void in hearts, then the chances of you making 6 spades is extremely low. Okay? So the last thing you're going to be doing is defending 5 hearts. So with this hand, you should be passing, okay? Which is a forcing pass, right? And tells partner, listen, either double or bid 5 spades, okay? Whichever you think is best, okay? In this case here, we go pass round to east. Okay, now east has got a soft hand. He's got some defensive values. He knows you've got a good hand, but he certainly doesn't think that 5 spades are making, so he's going to crack that. He's going to double it for penalties, but he's got queen, jack of diamonds, nice defensive values. Back round to you, okay? And now when you bid 5 spades, that's actually now a slam try, okay? So in other words, you've done a forcing pass, partner's doubled saying he doesn't think he can make the 5 level, and you bid the 5 level anyway, okay? So that basically means you were going to bid to the 5 level anyway. So this slower approach, pass, partner doubles, and then you bid, is now a slam try. So you're now saying to partner, listen, I've actually got a really good hand, and I think 5 spades is cold, and I think there might be a chance of actually making 6. What do you think? Right, pass back round to east. Okay, now if east had a heart void, he'd bid 6. With a singleton heart, I mean, he's already done a free bid. He doesn't really have anything extra, If he had an ace of diamonds, let's say, for instance, then maybe he'd bid on. Or if the clubs were better, maybe some king, queen, or something like that, then maybe he'd bid on. With that particular hand, I don't think he would. Okay, so you end up in 5 spades. Right. Which is, well, So it's pretty much stone cold. Okay, and if the queen of clubs comes down, then you're going to be making 6. Okay, or position are nice enough to need some diamonds, and then maybe you can set up a diamond for a club pitch. So that's basically the concept of forcing pass. So for instance, let's say for instance you're playing 2 or 1. So it was 1 spade, 2 clubs. 2 clubs is game forcing. Right? So if the opposition interfere below game level, then pass by either of you is forcing, because you said we're going to go to game. So the only option is you go to game as you said you're going to do, or you crack them on the way, expecting that your double will be worth more than the game that you were going to make. That's one example. Or another example might be, let's say, in SNYC, where it goes back, 1 spade, 2 clubs. 2 clubs is forcing to no trump. Okay? So again, so if the opponents come in below 2 no trump, then pass by either opposition, by either partner is forcing. Another example is normally if you bid free vulnerable game, like in this situation here, East West freely bid a vulnerable game, and the opposition keep going, then that creates a forcing pass, because you've got to protect your vulnerable game score. There are other situations as well, but that's generally how forcing pass works. Okay, thank you for listening.